What's up everyone, it's Bucky and welcome to your very first YouTube programming challenge. Now this is a challenge that I challenge all of my students and programmers all around the world to solve. What you have to do is build this pattern, and over this next video I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what I need to do to build this. But the only problem is I'm going to be missing one line of code in the whole thing, and I challenge you to figure out using one line of code how I can fix this. So in case you don't know, as you can see, this is pretty much 8 asterisks with spaces in between. In the second line is a space, and then the asterisks begin again, so it's 8 in a row, space, 8 in a row, and then the next line 8 in a row, space, 8 in a row, like that, and it goes on for 8 rows. So study this pattern, and that's our goal right here. So next I'm going to show you guys, or actually let me get this right here, and I'm going to show you guys, give you guys a nice starting point. So the first thing we're going to need to do to build this, and follow along and type in exactly as I do, because this is what's going to get you started. The first thing we need is 3 variables: int1 equals 0, int2 equals 0, and int3 equals 0. And these are going to be 3 counting variables. The next thing we're going to do is build 3 while loops. The inner one, while 1 is less than 8. What we're going to do then is print f, and what we're going to print is pretty much just, oops, I already did that, an asterisk with a space. And what this is going to do is make a line of stars. So let me go ahead and compile and run this, and this is going to give us our very first line. Actually, I did something wrong already. What we're going to need to do is increment that by 1 so it actually ends. So let's go ahead and let me show you guys what we built so far. Come on, no whammy, no whammy. So we got our first line built successfully. So now that we have that loop, we're going to need to enclose this entire loop in the loop of itself, because we want to run this entire loop 2 times. So let's go ahead and make another condition, and we'll write, while this, we're going to want to run this entire line twice. So let's go ahead and write, while 2 is less than 2, we're going to want to run this, and at the end we're going to want to, let me do that just so, we're going to want to set 1 equal to 0, because at the end of this 1's going to be equal to 8, and we don't want that. And then we're going to want to do print a new line, f, because if we don't, then it's just going to be on the same line. So let's go ahead and print a new line, and after that we're going to want to print space, print f, print a space just like that. And the last thing that we're going to need to do is increment this counter so this one doesn't keep going on forever. So let me show you guys what we built so far, and when you're done looking at this, you're going to be amazed and think that this is a little too easy. The first loop we built put these asterisks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what this did right here. It looped through this print statement 8 times and printed 8 asterisks, or asterisks, however you say it. The next line pretty much just moved to the next line, put a space on it, and did the whole thing again. So right now we have this built and this built. So now you're thinking, alright, all you have to do is repeat that program 4 times, and this will give you your checkerboard pattern, what we were looking for at the beginning. Alright, let's do that. Let's go while 3 is less than 4. What we're going to want to do is loop through this. Let me move this up so you guys can see. There we go. And we also need to do a couple of makeup things. We also need to set 2 equal to 0, because at the end of this inner loop 2 is going to be equal to 2 because of the increment, and we don't want that. We're going to want to reset it. And another thing we're going to want to do is have 3 plus plus. Increment that so it actually runs through the loop and isn't a never-ending loop. So let me just clean these loops up a little bit. And now, since we looped this through this 4 times, we should get exactly what we wanted. So let me go ahead, compile and run this, and you'll see what's going to happen. Oh no, dear heavens Betsy, look at this. We have our first 2 loops working perfectly, but then for some reason that you guys are going to need to figure out, this checkerboard pattern doesn't reset and it goes 1 in, and then they're all in from there. So this is my challenge to you. Using 1 line of code somewhere in here, you have to figure out what line of code it is and what to put so that our checkerboard pattern is what I showed you at the beginning. And it's nothing too tricky, and that is my challenge to you guys. And I don't know what you guys are going to win yet, but I'll definitely give you a shout out. I definitely want to see who's been following my tutorials, who can actually accomplish this goal, and just a fun little game. One of my professors told me this, and it took me forever to figure out, but I had an awesome time trying. So what I'm going to do is copy all of this code in my description box, so you can just copy this and use it to work with. And once you figure out the answer, I want you to message me what line of code it is and where you put it, or the new code in total, and I want you to send it to me, and that person is the winner of my first challenge. So again, this is the problem you have, and the first thing I showed you is the thing which you wanted to get. So whoever can fix this for me is the winner, and I will congratulate you. So 1 line of code, that's the challenge. Good luck everyone, and I look forward to hearing from you.